Moving on to topic number 2. So, Miss Jordan.
Oh, what you got? Okay.
What is the second topic?
Only Murders in the Building, Season 2. A show I have actually not watched yet and have been meaning to watch. The second season will revolve around Bunny's killer and how 3 sleuths will exonerate themselves. Here is the official synopsis for the new season. Following the shocking death of, is it Arconia?
Arconia?
President Bunny Folger, Charles Oliver, and Mabel race to unmask her killer. However, 3 unfortunate complications ensue. The trio is publicly implicated in Bunny's homicide. They are now the subjects of a competing podcast, and they have to deal with a bunch of New York neighbors who all think they committed the murder. All right.
So, Joy and I will be talking about Only Murders in the Building.
I have been wanting to watch it, but I have not.
Let me get Joy's image back on screen.
I was probably a little skeptical to start it just because
I flat out was like, what's her name?
I was like, Selena Gomez.
Yeah, I was like, ew. I'll admit it.
Them tried and true.
Oh, yeah,
they've been doing comedy and movies for forever and together for forever, but I don't really know how Selena Gomez fits into that. But they're really well together. It's really good.
I'm gonna be honest. You got Martin. I'm not gonna say she's the best. They're equally great for their own individual reasons. But for my expectations were so low, and I was thinking without really have seen any of her other.
I mean, my kids grew up watching her.
I haven't. I didn't watch her on. Was it Disney?
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of
Wizards
that.
of Waverly Place.
Yes.
I was not ready for how perfectly placed she was. I don't know how to describe her tone when she's speaking, with that sarcasm. The way it's written is perfect. The way it cuts at a optimistic. Is it Steve Martin and Martin Short, and the way she takes them down a peg with the whole boomer thing. It was like one quick thing that happened in a later episode was Martin Short and Steve were babbling about something, and she's just sitting there listening, just waiting to get to the point. And the first thing she says is, "I'm sorry, are you guys having a stroke or am I?" Because all of that, I mean, the way she delivers it, and we're talking about comedic geniuses. And she holds her own.
She's holding her own against the veterans.
Against the veterans.
That I like. That I'm really excited to hear about. I really have. It's one of those shows I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. I need to watch it, but I just haven't.
It has been very good.
Yeah, I haven't done it. And so,
I hate that it's these...
short little...
Yes, they're always so short. They're just 8 episodes or 9 or 10.
And
but you're like, need to be more.
Yeah.
Because you know you're not going to get, you have a whole another year before they're going to come back again.
And Nixon was over here, so the second season was a little slow for her, but then she binged it. She said Paul Rudd is signed up for season 3. And that will get me in it in a hot minute. I love me some Paul Rudd.
Now, and without going into any details, you got a little tease of that by the last episode. I knew they were going to do that because they announced. People were saying Paul Rudd is in season 3 before the show was even over.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, how much you want to bet we're going to see Paul Rudd in the last episode? And you kind of got a teaser of that. But if you watch. I was skeptical. I was like, this show. I'm like, well, only murders in the building. I'm like, okay. So there's murder mysteries only happening in this building. That's a one-trick kind of a pony. But somehow they were able to make it work for season 2, and then now for season 3, shut up. I'm not gonna say that.
I know some people were because season.
It's gonna get a little different.
It's a smidge more than a cameo, but Amy Schumer's
in like.
You got ahead of me.
Go. 2 episodes.
Yeah, keep going.
And it's a very bit part.
Okay.
And some people were like, I don't really want to see Amy.
I like Amy Schumer.
I mean, I can understand why. So let's. You already beat me to it.
It's not focused on her at all, but she's able to do to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you're able to see her and laugh and be like, that's pretty funny.
You know what? When she's scripted the right way, she crushes it.
Okay.
Like Amy Schumer.
I think she's hilarious. hilarious.
I think she's hilarious. Like her last stand-up special, the leather special, was not funny to me at all. But when she is in certain films, like the projects that she wrote, like the one that she did with John Cena, and what was that, Trainwreck? That movie was hilarious.
I love that movie. I thought it was hilarious.
Like when she scripted the correct way, she's hilarious. And in this, she was hilarious.
Very funny, yeah.
She was very, very funny. Rappaport was also great. I couldn't see him in it, but he played a cop. Yeah. But what he did, it was perfect.
He's played cops before.
I think he had.
Okay,
So in the black community, he's the guy who killed Tyra Banks, and he will never be forgiven for that.
He's so off the wall.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's those infamous. They weren't originally TikToks. I don't know if those were just.
Oh yeah,
him and his mom.
The Hey Ma TikToks are funny.
That he's all like, hey,
so yeah, he's having a little moment himself, and I think he has a podcast as well. He was also featured a lot on Collider when John Campea was on there too. He was a guest. He was a regular guest. Anyway, that's the whole thing. But the people who really shine the most, and this is the one thing to convince you to watch it.
Okay.
This is what really shines the most on the show. More than as good as Steve Martin and Martin Short is, and Selena Gomez are. But after that. Not main cast, but they're the supporting cast. The rest of the people in the building, that you instantly, they're crazy.
Have stuff going
they all have issues, like, whether it's about cats, their attitudes, something. There's always something going. Every supporting cast member,
the animals, they're
even
just
you can see a backstory for.
This is a building full of nut jobs that you instantly gravitate towards, and none of them are boring me. None of them. So it's pretty funny.
Y'all have legitimately convinced me to watch it.
So,
I already wanted to watch it, but now I'm
So guys, let us know what you guys think. Is anybody saying anything else about the Only Murders in the Building? Let us know what you guys think about Only Murders in the Building. What did you think about season 2? Share your thoughts on it, and maybe we'll talk about it again on another episode of The Rundown.